that's when that comes in. But here we go then, the rock music begins, and I'm sure that means we're about to start. It will be Mirage, this is the best of 3. Renegades versus TyLoo. Thorin said it, this potentially could be a final as well. Not sure if it's a knife or not, we never normally seem to know, but it looks like it's going to be straight up pistol round. So Renegades on the CT side, TyLoo on the Ts. They've got 3 sets of armor, 2 smokes. Normally pretty black and white with this buy. It's going to be a smoke towards jungle, smoke towards the steps, flash over, stick together. And they're not going to be messing around here, straight into this. There's the smokes.
TyLoo picking a shot toward that palace entry, but can't find it. There's said smoke. This Yam just started off with 2. Master gets a little bit overwhelmed though and can't cover both angles, and now it's DD to take 2 as well. So this is working out well, but as quick as I say it, there's TyLoo.
Yeah, lovely stuff there. Yam opening up the fragging with 2 kills.
Very fast round, by the way.
Yeah, well, that's exactly what I was talking about. If you're going to do those very early set pieces, it's not like you're going to pull CTs away. They're not going to have time to even consider what you're doing. They'll have waiting for you. And if they hit their shots, that's where you crumble sometimes. There's a Yam and CT spawn. You can see this is the problem with this strategy. The CT spawn area is very open. You need to be getting that kill first. If you allow him to have control of the situation, you can get a couple of kills out of PT1000 and lock you down. It's going to be a force fight from TyLoo, of course, in round 2. Didn't get the bomb down, so PT50 CZ Tech9. Aggressive play from TyLoo. Does get the first kill, takes down Fancy 1. The DD is there to reply straight away. It's going to be a 4-on-4 now. Yam with the scout. Takes a lot of damage there, and we'll be deciding to fall back here towards Connector.
Smoked out in front of that position for Yam, so we won't be able to spot as easily with the scout toward middle. It's man advantage that TyLoo has built themselves. They can start to build on as well, picking up the P90 in the hands of Steel. Somebody's got the Tech 9. My favorite player, somebody. We had no one, nothing, somebody.
We're going to build a super team one day.
I was thinking about it, yeah. I was going to change my name to anybody.
Well, then we do have the man advantage for TyLoo, but 2 players, very low HP indeed.
Or something.
Making the way towards the A side. And the CTs actually are going to give this one up. So the fact they have 2 MP9s remaining as well, this is actually a very difficult retake. They kind of went all in here. Bomb will be planted, and that's a risky plant to be fair, and going to get away with it. So this is huge now for TyLoo, going into this one with a massive advantage. Just need to make sure they have the crossfires established. Captain Mo does take down Sponge, and that should be the round almost guaranteed at this stage. You can see there is 1 kit available on JKS with decent smoke. This makes things interesting at least.
Around the corner, flash over, has to find these shots. Low HP on TyLoo, somebody drops. This attacker that manages to pick up 1 more, and he's going to do better than that with that P90 that was grabbed early on. JKS goes down, and it's 1-1 already.
There it is. Renegades tried to go aggressive towards the end of the path to start the round, lost that P90. And the picks is coming in for TyLoo left, right, and center. Did a lot of damage though, Renegades, but unable to land the kills with the lesser weapons and had MP9s to retake. Didn't work out. And once TyLoo got that bomb down with the open plan as well, you felt like the round was over at that stage. So we go into round of 3. Not a force buy from Renegades here. Going to be going with the CZ body armor. Or as actually everyone else is just going to be going in naked. It's a B rush by the seems of things. 5 players. Smoked over. Molotov towards the van as well. That's actually going to do a ton of damage here towards Azza. Burning alive. Does manage to take down 1 with him though. That's the man advantage here for Renegades. That is eradicated. Just Azza remaining as he does go down as well. The B rush is relatively successful. They do lose 3 players in the process, but still 2-1 in favor of TyLoo. Looks like another re-get coming in for Renegades as well. So far so good for TyLoo after losing the pistol. You can see the money building up for Renegades now. Could get the double up set up if they wanted to. Haven't seen too much of that so far. Yam, normally the dedicated orphan for this team. It's going to be another B rush here potentially, Matt. Why not? And it actually would work out perfectly as well. You can see the CTs have fully stacked towards the A side. There's a nice little play from TyLoo to get the bomb down nice and quick. Well.
Bomb has been planted.
By the way, can we talk about the fact that there's a Bison? We didn't mention it, Henry. But we should have mentioned it, Henry.
What's that?
The Bison.
The Bison, the worst weapon in the game potentially.
Yes,
It's out, making an appearance.
Well done on the anti-eco. And if I'm not mistaken, was it TyLoo that used it in...
I think you're
There's
right.
somebody else that used it in Malmo on Inferno when they jumped toward Emo, and I can't remember who it was.
Yep.
I'm not 100% sure it was TyLoo, to be honest. Someone will remind me.
The problem is the Bison, right? It's just not viable at all in the gun rounds. So there's no Jaden potential there, Matt. So what's the point?
There's no Jaden, there is no point.
Anyway,
The meaning of life is lost.
3-1. TyLoo now will go to the first gun round. No orbs for them this time. You're going to have 5 AKs, and Yam, as I mentioned before, he will be the player on towards the end of it. Gap in the smoke, though. Takes down DD. The smoke needs to be closer to the wall than that to actually be viable, and now Yam wants more for this, though. Overfacing potentially, gets himself in a difficult position now, and he's back up on the teammate. Sponge trying to do what he can for the connector. Can he get out of this one?
Sponge behind the smoke. Try and see above it. Toward Azur, in case they do push him back around the corner, he can at least help out on Catwalk. One of the cool things about Mirage, actually, with that straight line of sight side to side of the map at mid, is that you can actually still be in a viable crossfire position on both kind of approaches to the sites. But Captain Mo's going to start it off. Sponge goes down, Ustilo gets back into him, so it's still a 1-for-1 trade. It still favors Renegades after that opening pick.
Yeah. JKS, he's a very, very good player towards the B-bomb site. He's similar to Zipex in that regard. He can always be good for 1 or 2 frags. We'll see whether he can deliver here. Good flashbang comes in, spots 2 of them, and now there's a chance to clear up. Gray comes in, there's 1. That's all he had to do considering the situation. Now TyLoo have an opportunity to get the second. As Azur's waiting on the site, he drops somebody. That's the bomb as well. 35 seconds remaining, and we just have attacker. He's going to be towards the B apartments, hoping someone gives him something to work with here, but I think he's going to be working out in his favor. Time ticking away, and the Renegades have this complete lockdown bomb on the site and decent crossfire.
Well, good entrance to at least pick up 1 in that situation, but it was always 1 and done with the crossfires, as you say. So it's going to be 3-2. Renegades coming back into these after losing the eco.
Yeah, but this is the reset potential now, Matt, so needs to be very careful.
Bless you. That's not, I don't even know why I'm blessing you. You're just coughing. I don't know what I say to that, Henry. Just don't die.
Yeah, this is day 1, and I'm dying already, so this is bad signs.
Bad signs indeed. I thought it was just jet lag, but apparently death
Yeah.
is a little bit more severe. A-Execute going to be the name of the game right now. Look at this mid-push right now as well from Renegades. 4 people up to get information and a late rotation back to the A site, but it does lend itself to Ustilo being on a fast flank rotation. TyLoo needs to act quickly. Mo holding on from Palace, does find 1, but Yam through the smoke gets him back. He knew he was in that position and he just fired preemptively. It works out. Attacker's going to put the bomb down default. Still watch that flank. Out toward A main. Ustilo gets 1. DD's gone low, but needs to hold it. Does get it back. So Ustilo actually picked up Fancy over his shoulder, so that's a huge job done on the flank. It's just 2 TyLoo players up against 3. To start things off, but the jump and Azur fires through. It's going to be all on DD. Bomb inside the smoke. It's already being defused. He has to cross just to get there, but he's not going to get there in time. JKS holds it, and it's done. DD finds all 3 kills, but it's not enough.
JKS going for that full defuse. Considering the angle as well, very justified he gets it. And that's a massive round for Renegades to win, tying things up here at 3-3. We saw that full A-Execute coming in from TyLoo there, and actually was pretty viable considering the Renegades had pushed towards the top of middle very quickly at the start of the round. Actually should have worked out perfectly for TyLoo. Comes down to a 3-on-1, and DD can't find the last frag. He does get it in the end, but the round's already over. He goes to number 7 now, they will be forcing once more. They're trying to break the economy. They keep getting these very close rounds of 1-on-1 situations, so don't want to give in just yet. It's going to be aggressive play for the CTs once more towards the top middle. The problem is there are 4 players in the B apartments here for the Chinese squad. So Famas and UOP to defend this push from TyLoo.
JKS is flashed off. Deuce caught out, overwhelmed as TyLoo approaches with speed. Somebody gets the assist on the first and the kill on the second with the UMP. Ustilo with the fast flank again, though. Second time he's done so, opposite side of the map this time. Attacker's low on HP. Oh, that Molotov's gonna be perfect.
Yeah, instant roast.
Yep, and even it does actually get him. It looked like it would have been the bullet instead, but very well done. Flash into the site. Still a chance here. 1 man up, but it's somebody that finds Sponge as well. DD drops. Ustilo has the angle lined up, gets 2 this time. And another round for Renegades on the retake.
They're looking great on these retakes. 4 kills for Ustilo. The latest pickup for the squad, fresh from immunity. Big kills for him, and that B-hold surely now enough to break the economy of TyLoo. They can't be forcing into this one. And it looks like a pause coming in. I'm not sure it'll be a tactical pause so early into the game, but maybe it is. Having some struggles here in terms of finishing these rounds off. Feature matchup is TyLoo versus Mo. TyLoo definitely got his number at the moment, 10-9. Well, the money, let's have a look at it. I can't see it right now, but you know.
I can kind of see it. What do you want to know, Henry?
Who's got the most?
TyLoo.
Yeah, I mean the players.
The players, 4,900 on DD, so they could drop it on.
So, I wouldn't say an all at this point.
I wouldn't either. He's got the most money overall, but obviously, as we know.
Okay, so they can buy
for Renegades.
So some... okay. Well, look at this. Well, look at the replays. It's going to be the round that was a decent retake for Renegades coming into the site. TyLoo stepping in massively, getting 4 kills. Let's have a look at this now. Just keep it on here for a second, please. Somebody and DD with enough money to buy, so we'll be going for AKs here, no orbs. A couple of players will be on Tech 9s. They could do Galils they wanted to, but won't have much to work with in terms of the actual grenades. There's one Galil coming in, so they're actually gone for the full rifle, so they're going to have limited utility. 3 smokes, a couple of flashbangs. I preferred a couple of Tech 9 players in here, but let's see if they can bring to the table here. Yet to actually give in terms of Felica. It looks like they'll be going for that fast execute once again, but they're changing things up. There was a smoke towards the top middle there to kind of keep Yam in place, but he hasn't even got the orb this time, so it's going to be another set piece. TyLoo, we discussed this going into this. It's quite rare teams will do these going straight into it, but maybe more of a contact player, not going to be telegraphing their position straight away.
Still out. Holding the far angle.
Bomb has been planted.
The first one on Mo. They're going to play the retake. They give it a passive approach. And he's going to push forward, take down Azur. This looks very good for TyLoo. Better shot still on JKS. The situation becomes unfavorable for Renegades. 2 players left, Yam and Sponge, and they're going to back out and fade away.
Yeah, they haven't got kits yet. There's been some very close rounds indeed. Haven't really got them rolling with their economy just yet. They did get 3 rounds in a row, but still. It's somebody with some stellar headshots there towards the A site. They have spotted the remaining CTs as well, so they may be hunting them down here. Don't want to give too much away. That money is not exactly an amazing position right now. Attacker just listening out. Yam hiding behind that smoke right now. You can hear players on the other side, but there it is. It's going to be Renegades now on pretty much hard retake. You can see 2 players have saved M4s, but just don't really have much to work with in terms of actually rebuying into this one. 5 hit kits now for TyLoo. And the scoreline's tied up at 4-4. Here's those shots towards CT spawn. It's the second one that really got me going. Lovely stuff to hit on JKS there. Where number 9 comes in. Also, quite some aggressive rounds from the CTs once again. Yam continuing with it towards underpass.
Shot from Yam, who's already down there. That one, it's going to be a second one on somebody. Very well done. 2 kills for Yam with just one of the rifles. And Sponge with the second one takes down Fancy. So these 2 guns and now an AK picked up are going to make the massive difference in this round. More importantly, Azur, who's picked up the AK, has the armor to work with, and TyLoo need to find a way to slow this down as Mo gets taken out by Ustillo.
Big
DD left in a 1-on-5. That's massive from Yam.
Yeah, going on the pass, he knew he had to step up there, and so far they even yet to drop a frag. This DD remaining gets the first kill on towards Yam, but that just gives him his position away, and they know he has the bomb as well, so 1 minute to play with, and he is getting stabbed in the back here. It's going to be Azur to finish things off, takes down DD, and that's going to be surely now an eco coming for TyLoo. They have not got much to work with. They could buy if they wanted to. Could force it once again. These guys are pretty much relentless when it comes to the economy game. Let's see. Yep, they're going for a map. So 3 AKs, 2 Tech 9s, and once again that lack of utility. But these guys, we know they have got a lot of raw skill available. So let's see what they can bring to the table here. Round number 10. And Yam back with the AWP, but his glass cannon though. This could be interesting, considering a lot of Tech 9s and ATs available. Didn't fire the shot there for the smoke. I thought he was going to, but now he needs to be careful. He's in a difficult spot. He does get the first frag onto Fancy one, but DD answering back straight away.
With the shot on the back. Does mean this is 4 versus 4 and it can favor them. Azur, how did the attacker not see him? He gets around the corner. Azur's got a nade out. You'd expect them to be staring each other down, and
I have no idea.
Somehow he looks toward ladder and doesn't even consider that. That's a very curious play to me. As it sits at 3 versus 3. Mo did get in toward that ladder room as well, which is even more peculiar, but Ustillo pushed up well in front of a ramp, means if they wrap back toward that side, he can pincer them in with a quick rotation from Azure towards CT. But what's the call going to be right now from TyLoo? Because they still don't have a ton of information. They've got a minute to work with on it.
Well, they've got that AWP as well, so just try and let him make a pick. That's on towards somebody. As they are patrolling towards middle, we have got Captain Mo towards the ladder room as well. This is quite nice, actually. They can get 2 players in towards apartments, leave him in position with the bomb as well. That's kind of interesting. But should be safe for now. We'll see whether this CT player in the form of JKS, as I said, always good for 1 or 2 frags towards B, it seems. Very strong individual player. Got to be using that same position we saw before. He has got 1 flashbang to play with as well. So back up from Azo, and here come the terrorists now. 25 seconds. I'm sure JKS will be facing with the flashbang momentarily.
Shot by JKS. One did get through the window. He's aware of it, but somebody actually turns back on him. He would have expected the rotation to catch that off, and somebody's got Azure. So bomb going to go down on this. That was a very good catch by somebody to find the player toward Catwalk as well. And Ustillo now has to rotate over 1 versus 2. This clutch situation from TyLoo, and they pull the round back. Somebody with 4 kills.
What a shot from somebody to finish things off just when it looked like they were out of that round. As I said, Azure always good for 1 frag. He gets it, but the player slips by him and gets the kill from the van, and then all of a sudden the round just falls apart. Somebody just comes to life and finishes things off. We're tied up once again at 5-5, and now the reset going back against Renegades. It's just been such a difficult game for TyLoo actually getting the money rolling, but they keep force buying and making rounds work for themselves. That's somebody with that Tech 9 doing some massive work. So the CT's now CZs, PD50s, and a 5-7 on Ustillo. They have been rushing B on a lot of these rounds. You can see that reflecting now in Renegade's setup. They're sending 4 players towards that side of the map, 1 towards top and middle as well. Not going to be committing just yet. Somebody towards that JKS position. He's been up there so many times. Round number 11. Sponge towards the top and middle. Just spot 1, but going to be falling back for now.
Rotation as well toward this B site with the pistols. If they could pull this off, somebody's going to go evaluate it. Yeah, okay. Doesn't even need to. That kill alone, and they've already looked toward the A site. This should be done quite quickly.
Well then, 5 and 4. Renegades don't really have much to work with here. It's TyLoo just dissect the map here. You know, every possibility, going to make the way to the A bomb side as well. CT's now realizing we'll be trying to rotate in as Ustillo with 5-7 jumps towards the window. Somebody takes him down, and the round is over. Great positioning from somebody here. Final kill as well. Really nice shot from him. He's done the warm up here. First time we've seen TyLoo today on the main stream. We have got a secondary one going for some of the early games today, but they're here now. It looks like they're ready to play. We're going to round number 12. We'll see what kind of buy it is. JKS. He still has cash to buy his arm. I was about to say he looked a little bit under-equipped there, but Yam back on the AWP. Same story for Captain Mo as well. So this is where we really get into it. Both teams kind of stabilizing their money here. Once again, it looks like a set piece from TyLoo to kick things off. We discussed this match going into this game. It's not something I'd recommend normally straight away. It doesn't give the CTs enough time to actually question what they're doing or fall back, but considering their setup right now, they only have 1 player towards A and 2 towards mid. This could actually work out very nicely.
Smoke in from Ustillo late. Try and buy a little more time. Sandwich. 2 smokes placed, and Ustillo just going to sit in this corner. They're going to overlook it. Multi-flash makes it even easier for him to pick up a kill. But somebody does respond with an immediate trade, and with the smokes out, they are forced to rotate away. They are forced to go the long way around, which does mean the bomb goes down. And somebody's already in toward the A ramp. He never had to commit to the site, which gives decent post-plant positioning. Azur's rotated towards CT stairs. Still a chance here for the CTs as they get in. Crossfire second. Very odd positioning though. JKS takes down Fancy. Large rotation going on from somebody who gives up on A ramp because he wants to clear out the flank, but now, thankfully, DD doesn't go down because he's still not in a position where he can deny this. He does put himself in a position where the bomb's planted for him though. And he may have just done enough, as you're right, no kit. JKS gets on top of it, faces again, he will win the duel, but he has to get out.
Yeah, that's a shame. It was a very decent retake there from Renegades, but that positioning from Yam and Connector had to get through clean, and communication must not have been strong enough because he dropped before JKS could get the covering fire in place. And no kit means they will be dropping around number 12, a 7-5 now in favor of TyLoo. Somebody with a really impressive game so far, 17 kills for him, and stepping up time and time again. And I think the money has been breaking for the CTs. They did save an M4 on towards JKS, but I'm not sure that's going to be enough to actually justify a buy here. You can see there's some upgraded pistols and has some body armor as well. That's about all they can bring to this one. Also, TyLoo will be winning this first half on the T side of Mirage as they go towards underpass here, but looks like TyLoo are here to fight as they go towards challenging. Still, he goes down first as I give him his position away, but gets that first kill. Flurry of frags coming in now for TyLoo. Just going to be one player remaining for Renegades. That's going to be JKS.
It looked early on as well when the guns came out that Immunity, or excuse me, Renegades, the other Australian team, was actually the better team on this map. They were shutting them down. They were winning the exchanges, and TyLoo with some of the 2 rifles they went down on that round. But JKS with 2. I would say TyLoo's definitely stepped it up and found the kills in the duels required, but JKS winning those 2 makes this all possible. DD's got 1 HP, and he's on the AK. Mo's got 100, but he's on an AWP. Has to play a better position than that. They're going to shuffle out. Mo toward the window room. He hears JKS. He knows exactly what he's up to, but he can't afford to be careless about his peak. Smoke toward the site, and JKS is going to try and isolate him. But he's not facing, and that should be it. Mo closes it. 8 now for the T side of TyLoo's Mirage campaign is a pretty decent start.
I would say so, especially after losing the pistol as well, but obviously on that second round, we go into round number 14. Money starting to work its way out for Renegades once again. 8-5, and again back into the AWP. Maybe a feature matchup to be TyLoo versus Mo. Very equal so far, but Mo with the less deaths. And now look now that we're focusing towards the B side of the map here. B actually having 4 players towards the apartments there. And it's going to be Captain Mo trying to find that first pick. If you can just get 1 kill here, just force a little rotation from the B side, this could be everything they need. Yeah, is towards short, so it's going to be there with Azza as well. And obviously JKS in towards the apartment, so they have got the numbers towards the B side of the map here, Renegades. Definitely enough to hold them off. It looks like it will be a full-on set piece here from TyLoo. Setting himself up for smokes. Actually, maybe falling back now, you know, not going to be starting against it. Maybe got some information here from Mo.
He's just waiting for this. A little bit of pressure going to be applied by somebody as well toward the B apartments just to get some information. Potentially, once he peeks out, oh, this could be good actually because they just put JKS up in the position. Thankfully not facing, but yeah, this is just a 1 Molotov and then rotate back through underpass to take over mid control because they're going to try and go into A with 4 and then him, somebody walking in from the connector position. Sponge makes contact toward the front of A. They push through and thankfully he gets around the corner at the time that he does because they would have been facing 2 versus 1. Look at this positioning though. This could work out really well, but by luck's way because they won't expect 2 under Shadow when TyLoo goes undetected. He finds 2 kills. It could have been the complete opposite from 1 Molotov, but TyLoo now with 3 kills in the round has done enough to give them a massive advantage. I say that, it's pulled back to within just a single kill advantage, but either way, somebody got to make a play on the site.
Yeah, somebody though, he's been having an absolutely lights out first map in the best of 3, 2-on-1 now. Both CDs in the same position, the bubble spray now comes in!
Wow.
What is that?
Wow,
He
I love
continues
it.
up the sick form he's in right now, and Renegades wondering what the hell just happened there. Both lining up for him. You can see it building up. Obviously sticking together as the favoured approach in this kind of scenario, but still lining up definitely isn't. And it's TyLoo who did so much work in that round map. He actually had to find 3 kills on the site before he was taken down. Now we go into number 15. It's 9-5. Renegades buying what they can. It's UMP, Scouts, Pharmacists, CZ. Not really much else to work with. Underpass, doesn't get 1, but there's a ton of damage. Sponge finds a kill to Captain Mo with the Famas.
Somebody, 3 frags, refaces. JKS goes down again. Another headshot for him. Boost 1 onto the cinder blocks and rotate the other through the window. They'll try and pinch back in. It's Azar with the AWP that's trying to see above the smoke. All top in the corner. Wait to see if anyone runs, scurries away and holds the angle, but no one there. shot at him. DD refrags it. Easy trade, and Azure now just with the AWP, the last alive. 10-5 for TyLoo. And what started as a back-and-forth affair ends quite convincing.
They were just relentless with their force buys. It's a high-risk play and strategy going into this one, but they're very confident in their ability. If players like somebody are dropping 22 kills after 15 rounds, why not? Every clutch it seemed like going in their favor, and like you said, the early stages were very close, and Renegades did win the pistol as well.
22 kills for somebody. That's a very, very impressive first half. DD with 14. You still have the new guy on Renegades. We say the new guy. It's been a while at this point in time, but
First time we've seen him, I guess. So I got you casted him in.
yeah, I saw him at the qualifier.
Yeah.
But I mean, either way, it's been a decent amount of time. But he's just to dramatize the storyline. The new guy on Renegades.
Yeah.
He top ranks. That's all I was going with. 16 kills for him.
Well then,
For his
TyLoo
team at least.
took a little bit to them to warm up, but definitely got going. Especially somebody looking very strong indeed. We go into the second half. We actually talk about Fancy One being like the main player on this team. He's only on 5 for 10. So there's another storyline for you, man. Anyway, Renegades now 3 sets of armor, 2 smoke grenades. I would say it'd be a similar approach, but I think they're favouring towards B here. The bomb is on the A ramp though, so maybe could be the A split. I actually would imagine it's probably exactly the same smokes, with the players coming in from connector and using it as a shield to get them in towards window.
Players walking in the underpass. One walks directly above them from the opposing side. It's somebody that wants to get aggressive out on catwalk, and if he peeks the right time toward connector, he may actually spot them. It's going to be late to do so, but does see Yam. Smokes off at the top of connector. He won't get any more than that at this point in time, and they've wrapped back around. Azure with 2. Glock headshot on the first and a long body shot onto somebody immediately after. And with the bomb planted, Renegades looking poised to take the pistol.
Yeah, they should absolutely win this one, but there's DD, gets the first kill on towards Sponge. He's going to take a little bit of damage from Spawn now, but he hits a hell of a headshot towards DD Spawn. He gets a double as well. That's going to tie things up because Fancy One can't really do much with this.
It's going to be a tap for Fancy. Bought out by Yam. Did well to bring it close. DD had some decent damage dealt, and then Fancy closing him with 2 kills, but 10-6. We got a timeout coming in. I imagine this is technical. As it is just the pistol. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I see somebody digging around a computer down there.
Yeah, I would agree, but it's Renegades getting a much-needed pistol there. 10-6. We'll see what kind of buy comes from the TyLoo here. This will be interesting to see what kind of approach they're going with. Whether there'll be force buy in the second or waiting until that gun round to bring out the orbs, make sure they have that nice full buy of all the grenades. Do we know whose technical side it is?
I'm assuming it is. I see. I'm trying to look down and see who it is, but one of the TyLoo players.
Oh, looks like we'll be getting back into this one shortly. I think the problem has been rectified.
Apparently, there is a ping issue in the server,
Okay.
which is peculiar on LAN, but obviously says there's something within the server itself that's causing an issue. So
A
they
ghost in the system.
ebot being ebot, not likely. That's not really how ebot works. He doesn't really affect that.
Well then, high ping is definitely not something you want online, so that doesn't work.
It does not.
The Renegades winning the pistol definitely does. That's what they needed. Seems like they're quite jovial in that camp still.
Yeah, I mean, that's the big thing, is making sure that they capitalize on this. Remember, that's the second pistol round they won.
I'll be
They
really
got
interested.
ecoed.
Yeah, this is where it's a chance now for TyLoo to say, well, we've got the advantage here. Do we just kind of calm down and make sure we go into that first gun round of all the nades and potentially an AWP as well? Or do we try and force up here and potentially suffocate ourselves in terms of like we'll have maybe a couple of pharmacies and M4s and maybe no kits? hopefully the issue will be sorted momentarily. Stillo and Azar.
I do like that they've put these little player name cards on the monitors.
Yes, I keep forgetting to look at those.
Yeah, it is nice because a lot of times, sometimes if productions are really on cue and in sync in larger productions, it requires headsets on every individual cameraman and whatnot.
Yeah.
You'll get a lower third saying who it is, but when it's on the fly post round, it's not often you will. So this is actually really smart. It's just always there.
Yep, it's true. Yeah, exactly who you're dealing with.
Yeah.
It's good to put a face to the name as well. Some of the teams we potentially haven't really seen that much of, like MVP and Monster, for example.
Totally. Yeah, I wouldn't have a clue who I'm looking at if it weren't for those being there in some instances for sure.
Well, it looks like we're back into this one. The ping has been taken down. They've turned it down on the dial. Lower the ping.
No longer goes to 11.
Yep. Here we go then. It's the force by from TyLoo. CZ 5-7s. Actually pushing underpass. Really decent flash coming in. I don't think they're going to get much from it though. JKS with the Mac 10 gets the double kill. And that should be things tied up here, but Exchange is coming in. It's going to be. Oh, okay. DD gets in. Now it's a 2-on-2. That changes things up.
Sponge on 48 has the MP7 Mac 10 for Azar, but you're right. This is another situation where an eco is entirely possible. It's a split defensive setup, though, which definitely favors Renegades right now, specifically with these SMGs. DD's going to get toward Palace, though, so he doesn't actually need to confront them. He doesn't need to isolate himself into a 1v2. He can try and stay alive, and a fast rotation coming out of B as well from Attacker means he could be there at a reasonable time.
They're not really considering Palace as being an option here. DD could have a massive opportunity, but he's just
full.
Okay, what?
That is a 6 shot from DD. They were thinking about rotating. Oh, the damage dealt. Azar goes down to 20. How is DD doing this with a CZ? And now they're both here. They're both on the scene. He's pulled this entirely back. And Azar, we've got a bomb glitch on the GoTV. It's not actually down where that red part is. The thought was to rotate to B, and he caught them in the act.
Well, 20 HP to do it with now. Default plant going down, I'd say probably be more beneficial to actually try and get a short plant down here, but still has got the advantage in terms of the surprise approach with that Mac 10. Goes towards the B apartments here. They will be rotating in. No kid, of course. As with a Molotov as well, man, that's going to be huge.
Yeah, that's so huge in this situation because it's really all he can look to do.
That kind of makes sense for the default plant.
That nade on the inside of the wall. They know he's up here, but he's not committing to the face. He can play out the time. Try and hold this defuse, face him out. Attacker gets the kill.
So he had the Molotov.
And they've got it.
And
that's impressive. That's 2 ecos in a row now for TyLoo in the second round.
Surely wait for the defuse sound to come in before you throw the Molotov, though. Like, make it really tight and try and challenge that first player.
Unless he thought he was going to get challenged much sooner with the 10 HP, he wouldn't have a chance to.
But still, like, the fact he's thrown it then, even if they don't have defuse kits, they can still win the round pretty comfortably. I'd rather take the risk and try and guarantee the round win and do something with that. But still, like he said, still very impressive for TyLoo. Looked like a round that Renegades had that completely tied down. They got their first 2 kills and underpass from JKS, and then all of a sudden the CZ kills come out of nowhere. And there was those really impressive plays from DD. This is a simple round. The airstrike comes in with the HGs, and the Famine finishes them all off with the Yam remaining. And that's a very quick round indeed. No bombs planted, of course. 12-6 now, and TyLoo doubling the scoreline of Renegades. Orbs come out. M4s and UMP still. This is where you'd expect to see an aggressive round, Matt. You want to see whether the AKs can hold them off, and why not? You're trying to build your bank account here and surprise them with the lesser weapons.
EWP out for Captain Mo. 22 kills for somebody. He's still catching up now as he hits 18. Which is considerable considering he... I guess he was at 16. I thought he was at 14 at the half. I was going to say 2 rounds in. It's only 2 kills, so either way. Renegade's going to work up middle, wrap around toward Catwalk. They're going to try and take a little ladder room, get some real estate, and that's a very important kill because now they can execute much more comfortably and try and force the CTs away from the window room. Bombs in middle as well, and if they can split these defenders, if they can find the next pick, it would have worked out, but DD faces, manages to win the shot against Yam, and somebody through the smoke is going to take Sponge. The round turns around again.
These guys are so individually skilled. That kill towards top middle there, just through the fire. Like, how can he even make him out? That's absolutely sick. 4-on-3, and for that man advantage the Renegades once had has dwindled away. 1 minute remaining now. And they will be favoring towards the A side. They have got limited utility, 1 smoke, and no AWPs. And Captain Mo surely going to have an easy pick here. They walk in. There it is. First kill goes down.
Yeah, very easy pick. Just 2 players left to try and work in. JKS with the refrag, though. That'll give them some movement. Like rotation coming around, though. It's going to be Fancy that gets toward that CT spawn position. And it's DD that manages to take down JKS. As they continue to push, he takes down both, and it's going to be 13 rounds for TyLoo already on map 1.
Once again, Renegades get an opening pick, and then this falls apart. TyLoo are so good at reacting. As soon as they have the disadvantage, they're trying to find kills here. And like I said, so individually skilled, so much raw talent on the team. Actually winning most of the duels time and time again. It's 13-6 now. Renegades have no option but to... This is a forced play. It actually is. Going all in map. Why not? This is getting to the desperate stages of the game. And it's Yam who's not actually forcing this. So he obviously wants... He's hoping they win this and he can get an AWP regardless next round. It will be their execute. This is a go-to strategy. All the smokes go down. You have that running gun potential of the Tech 9. Push through the smokes and actually try and swarm the CTs as they have a lack of vision. They need to act quickly though before CTs are aware it's probably happening. Here we go, here's the execution. Flashbangs will come over as well. And let's see how the CTs can react.
Jungle, stairwell, wall into the site as well. So rather than smoking jungle itself, they just limited wall so no one can push back through it. Gives Sponge the chance to plant. Yam's on 4 HP, but 5 still alive right now for Renegades. Molotov to buy further space, push back the CTs more, but DD does get JKS. DD's going to continue this flank. Try and surround Renegades inside of the site attacker. Facing toward Palace, but DD's there as well, and Ustillo has nowhere to hide. It's just on Sponge, and very little he could do in that situation.
Yeah, it was quite a nice approach there from Renegades. You saw a different approach in terms of the smokes a bit down, smoke on the site, and then one in between the steps and jungle, and then one of the steps itself. That creates a nice little wall for them to go towards the actual site, get the open plan down, and smoke on CT spawn as well. Just hoping that no one's going to be towards Shadow. And it does work out in their favor. They get the bomb down. No kills, of course, but still, they do get a cash injection as we go into round number 21. It's going to be 14-6 now. And we did see Yam save some cash up, so he potentially could get an AWP here. It's going to be 24 kills for somebody, 22 for DD. He really has stepped up here in the last few rounds. Ustillo has been very impressive, to be fair. Seems to be getting multiple frags in the rounds they have won. Although it feels like a while since they have got a round on the board. Round number 21 now. Is this a pause? I assume it's tactical for Renegades.
I would assume so, yeah. I mean, it's... you might as well use it. You've got it.
Yeah.
Take what your mama gave you, Henry.
I do every day.
It's true. I have to bear it.
I could be dead by tomorrow, though. My throat, Matt, it's not going to last. You're going to have to carry me.
It's fine. I do that anyway. Hey.
Good banter.
Just banter, mate. Just banter.
Well, the AWP has come out toward Yam. I feel like this is the last chance saloon for them. Need this round to step up. But the way TyLoo are playing right now, I'm not sure they'll be able to get it. The pause comes in. And Mirage looking like a very convincing case so far for TyLoo. Here we go then. Yam on the AWP. We've got a Galil, 3 AKs, and just very little in terms of actual smokes and molotovs here. They've got 3 smokes, but no molotovs, a few flashbangs, that's about it. Looking like TyLoo are mixing things up. This is the thing, when you pause, the other team obviously get access to that pause as well. We're changing things up. There's an A rush coming in from Renegades here, but somebody's ready for them.
Who, Henry?
Somebody.
Well, he's gone. Sponge kills him inside of the site. Smokes this time, slightly different iteration, but same effect to cover off the top connector. And jungle. Need through the smokes from attacker, trying to find anyone inside of the site, but it is a post-plant position from Tetris. Holding, snuck up underneath of him right now. Scoped in, he has no idea. DD's up close. He does manage one shot on Fancy, who tried to go for the bomb. JKS pushing through the smoke, manages one more. But it's late for Sponge to get in position. He's holding the defuse. He gets there and does hit the headshot. Makes no mistake about it.
That should be the round guarantee at this point.
Captain Mo, no smoke. Can't try and do anything clever. And that's it. Sponge can back away. Renegades will pick up number 7.
Same for Sponge. He gets 2 frags that round, and the most important one as well on the 2-on-1 situation. Decent plan for him. As you said, similar approach to what we saw in the previous round, just getting that wall of smokes down. Slightly different tunnel this time to get them into position to plant, but very strong retake from TyLoo. Do take 4 players down. They've got tons of cash going into this one. Still a full buy. You can see the Terror still struggling immensely. Yams on a scout. He's still on towards a Galil. Still trying to bat here as we go to round number 22. Mo this time facing towards middle. No gap in this smoke. Shouldn't be able to get anything for this. Surely not.
Azur's getting closer in that underpass as well toward this lower mid position. Going to say curiously late smoke. Tried to body block. It actually works. He's able to get a shot off onto Ustillo before it blooms. It's not often you see them go for the body block anymore in that position inside a window.
Yeah.
But I was going to say it was a curiously late smoke. Usually it comes out a little bit sooner, but Azur still has mid control to try and compensate for this. Great shot though to start that.
There's a 5-on-4 on TyLoo now. 1 round away from that point, but Sponge not going down without a fight here. He gets Captain Mo towards that ladder and falls back as well with his life. And something like the T's maybe favouring towards the B side of the map now. Attacker sensing a player towards that connector area. Can feel him on the other side of the wall. It's going to be Azur, and who's going to find this next frag? Just missing out on each other by millimeters there, but Yam on the other side of the map with the scout. Looking for any players jumping up towards the B apartment.
Azur up catwalk. He's got to change his approach. Trying to get connector. Doesn't work out. Oh, shot by Yam inside of the B site though with the scout. DD's on the balcony, or rather, excuse me, on the box watching toward the balcony. Looks for 1, but he gets caught jumping back down, and JKS has a chance to plan on this. TyLoo need to find a frag quickly to bring this back to an even situation because they are still down a man. And Azur against the wall, but usually that's a 1-kill position easily. Fancy's got better than that. He's far too fancy. An attacker finds the kill. It's TyLoo on map point early.
Yeah, I had to work so hard for that kill. It's such a sick shot, but it wasn't enough. As you said, I was expecting to at least get 1 frag in that window position as they were jumping out, but unable to make it happen. And it's going to be another very strong performance from TyLoo here. It's going to be 15-7, and that pretty much is a hard reset in terms of the cash Renegades to get an extra injection in terms of the extra $800 from the bomb, but that's about it. Going to be struggling in terms of the actual weaponry. Galil and 4 pistols, this seems to be the recipe going into potentially the last round here. There's the body block, as you said. Buys himself just enough time to get that shot onto Ustillo. That's pretty cool. Here's a shot from Yam. This is even more impressive potentially. There it is then. Round number 22 does go in favour of TyLoo. There's the retake on the screen right now. Pistols and a Galil to keep the dream alive in this best of 3 for Renegades.
That Tech 9.
That's damage.
Yeah, I was going to say it nearly. One more bullet or 1 stray headshot, and that was done. Somebody has to move out of the corner behind the van due to Molotovs. Get some nifty smoke along that wall, because usually they jump down and then turn back on that position, but it actually gives him a lot of space, and he's going to play within this right now. This is very clever. Look how much space he's given himself. He drops 1 bomb, gets planted. JKS still on the balcony, though, shuts that down. That would have been a hero moment.
Yeah, it's time to save the guns now as well. Especially the fact they have the door from attacker. He drops though to Ustillo. And it looks very fancy one will be going down as well. So Renegades with a Galil and 4 pistols somehow coming out on top there. Still a lot of work to do here, but that certainly helps. TyLoo have been reset here. It looks like they will be just picking an eco themselves. But here's the frags for you. Hasn't changed much since last time. Just in case you're wondering. It should be around where Renegades was certainly a favoured going into this one. A little bit of investment from TyLoo. Body armour, head armour from Antoine. We'll discuss that's a little bit strange considering the circumstance, but oh well.
Don't question it.
It's only an
Muscle memory. He just wanted to buy it. Yeah, I'm just gonna watch. Same position. He hit the scout shot last time. This time with the upgraded weapon, the AWP. Sponge going to push in toward ladder room as well. And there. Oh, Fancy tries to get fancy. Goes back up, acts like he's fading away, and then jumps back down, but Sponge holds it. Attacker boosted inside of the site as well. Should go overlooked. That actually could play dividends right now. Sponge going to get one, but there it is. Attacker indeed. He had the crossfire set. They know he's in this corner, though, and that's a problem because he's trapped in. And that's going to pretty much do it. Captain Mo, 1 versus 2 with just the 5-7. Bomb's not planted. There it is. Azur holds the angle.
Oh. A little bit uncomfortable after Renegades, but do win the round. I would say take another eco here, TyLoo. Let's just finish this off properly. Let's not get ourselves in that rut of chasing the economy and letting Renegades get back into this one. So they will be taking the more conservative approach here. It's 15-9. This is the first map of the best of 3. Just want to finish things off. They will be getting CZ's, body armor, and somebody, just that Desert Eagle. Considering what they performed with the last round, we'll see what they can do here. Should get similar results. Yeah, I'm going towards B apartment. Should be able to get the first pick here potentially. There's a CT waiting for him.
It's going to be Yam again trying to find that duel. Not so successful. Off the start of it, Yustilo's going to get somebody. It's 15-9. No money for TyLoo to work with in this round. Sponge going to rotate him, just clear out the angles, and they take the bomb back over to the A site.
Should be full conclusion. Control of the A side. CT's a little bit too far away to do anything about this. And they have got a man disadvantage as well. Let's add to that 2 more times. It's just going to be Fancy remaining now. He'll be holding the B kitchen. I think it has to find him. And now Renegades hit double figures. Still a lot of work to do here, and there has been a couple of ecos for TyLoo in a row, but they do manage to get the AWP is out. Back on towards Captain Mo. Do a double orb set if they wanted to. There it is. I was going to say, probably not the best idea considering the lack of utility, but they want to change things up and just close this one out. It's gone a little bit too far. I think it was, what, 15-6 at one point?
14-6 at the very least, but 14-7, and then, yeah, 14-7, 15-7, so. Smoke out. I mean, the good news is there's no pressure on TyLoo yet. They've already got the overtime point. They can breathe easy.
This adds to the pressure. Yam gets the first pick. Now Didi looking to respond, and there it is. He actually gets it as well. Not replied. Yam by himself after getting that man advantage. You have to question whether he just falls back considering he has many teammates with him, but still 4-on-4 does favor the terrorists technically. And they will be coming towards the A side for the split here. 2 players already in quarters connector. There's somebody trying to do what he can to get a bit of an advantage as he edges his way up towards the ladder.
He gets inside that corner. He's not going to peek this either. Not until he's 100% confident. The problem is that Azur walked out behind him. He had the full information. Mo with 1 shot down already. Yuστilo gets the refrag. Attacker's going to take the same position, but with a smoke out in front of him, there's very little he'll be able to do to deny the bomb plant.
Great shot.
And better still, JKS. That was lovely.
It's another round going in favor of the Renegades here. Just as it looked like it was about to come to a close, TyLoo can't find this final round. It's going to be 15-11. Just Didi in towards CT spawn right now. Holding up and hoping he gets some exit kills here, but what's a good amount to at this stage? Probably just wants to save his M4 and give him some sort of chance going into the next round. They might be hunting him, so he do survive in that position.
Good shot from Didi.
Okay, what's his plan here?
I don't know. That's what I was wondering too. Maybe just changing his angle in case they continue to push him. Is there? Oh, the op. He wants Captain Mo's op. I like how he considered the possibility that the bomb had blown it away. He's like, wait, where did it go? What was that?
Well, that's pretty clever. Bomb takes him down to 7 HP, and he knows no terrorists will be nearby at that stage. And that post-apocalyptic site. Except the AWP, and that's actually pretty beneficial considering the circumstance. And now this will be the tactical balls from TyLoo potentially.
Yeah, I would say so.
Just slow things down. They've lost quite a few rounds in a row now. They've got an AWP.
Is this going back to Thorn's point now, where though they have that op, do they consider forcing around this perhaps carelessly? Because they're not really money-wise. They're all around 3K. They're not really in a position to do that.
I would say no.
Stack and then leave the op somewhere safe and then try and save it perhaps for another round?
Yeah, I'd say like send the AWP towards B and then stack towards A with the pistols. If they come B, you have the opportunity to get a couple of kills there and get the rotations in. If they come A, you've got to stack. And you just try and save the AWP at that point. But let's see where they decide to go with this one. You are just joining us. Where have you been? This is the minor live from Seoul, South Korea. They're in the winner stages of this game. It's a best of 3 against TyLoo and Renegades. We've got 2 more games to bring you after this as well. Best of 3s, of course. So lots to play for. Top 2 of this tournament will be making their way towards the major qualifier. And the winners take home the lion's share of $50,000 as well. So lots on the line here. First time we've had a CSGO tournament in Korea. So it's all exciting stuff. First time we've been here as well.
It is indeed. I do like it. Gangnam, hanging out, seems lovely out there. In so many ways, Henry.
So many ways. Well, here we go then. They don't decide to force into this one. We'll be Renegades though with the set piece straight off the bat. Round number 27. It's Captain Mo with that AWP. He's on short right now. They do have a little bit of utility to slow down the T's here. Attacking could be deadly.
Indeed, but he's spotted. Sponge turns around and finds him. Fancy managing one, but TyLoo's done better. He's found 2. That could be just enough to wrap the round in favor of Renegades.
What?
That AWP, though, what is that? Captain Mo hits 2 through the smoke. I have to see that replay. I'm not sure he had a slight gap. You could see their feet, or if that was just pure luck. But suddenly the round unfolds as he hits Hazard as well through the box. What is going on right now from Captain Mo? As he hits Yam, this AWP is going to save them. This could be the game, and the most incredible round goes for the no-scope. Can't find it, but they're still 2 up, and they're chasing Hazard, wrapping him in around, and Captain Mo does it again. What in God's name is that round? Saves the AWP. I'm about to say, ship back away.